What if you stopped trying to have an all-encompassing idea of what you wanted your artwork to look like before you started the canvas, and you just allowed the environment around you to influence what you make? Sort of like plein air painting. You could plein air paint if you want, but also soak in the place first and then come up with something totally abstract out of your mind, something just intuitive based off where you are, whether that be the sky, the landscape, the people, or the movements that are happening around you. Hi, my name is Lucy Sinkinen, and I'm a creator that is passionate about movement, creativity, and experiences that connect us more to ourselves, who we are, and the places that we live in and dwell in. So thank you and welcome to my channel. I hope I inspire you to also feel more connected to the world around you in whatever way possible. Today I will be talking about the way I create my artwork based off wherever I am at the moment. When I was in Ecuador, the art looked a lot different from when I was in Minnesota, and now I'm in North Carolina, and I can even tell being here, as you can see behind me, has brought a lot more vibrancy and color into my work. And today I'm going to kind of go through the steps of how I make my art and how you can do that for wherever you are, and incorporating the best ways to make that happen, to really feel the spirit of your place and where you are living. So thank you for watching and follow along. Instead of asking what should you paint, you should start asking yourself, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? Go there, bring your canvas, bring some water and snacks, of course. Put down your base and just let it flow. Experiment. You don't have to finish the painting that day too. You can bring it back. I brought this one back and finished it here. And honestly, just move. Moving is so important. Moving with your body, moving with your canvas, with your painting, stepping away, coming back. I don't think you need to have the perfect canvas. You could even thrift your canvases. I get them at Goodwill sometimes, or sometimes I've gotten them off Facebook Marketplace or from other artists. Also, Michaels has some really good deals. Love Michaels. I just order online from them, and I'd love to get the 1.5 inch canvases. Those are the ones that look the most professional. Find the spot. Find where you're going to plant yourself for a couple hours, or even the whole day if you brought enough snacks and water. Let yourself get into the flow in the spot, somewhere you can just be. Before I even touch the canvas, I try to just be there in the moment, soaking in the sunlight, listening to the birds, playing a podcast if you get more into it, or even playing music. Look around, listen, notice the textures, feel the textures if there's sand, notice how the light is moving, and notice what your body feels like in this environment. And then start painting. Get into the flow. It doesn't have to be somewhere traditionally beautiful. It could be a beach, a park, your backyard, a studio, or even a corner of your home. Whatever you have accessible to you will work, and just getting out there and the act of doing art in itself makes you an artist. Alright, now that you've found your spot, it is time to prep the canvas. I usually prime the base with something like gesso, polyurethane, or even just white paint depending on what I have at the moment. You could just get some basic primer too. And then I slowly build up with pastels. I use oil or chalk pastels, and I can even sometimes mix more white paint in there, or even adding linseed oil to kind of mush around the pastel. That's what I did here in circular motions, and it slowly builds up. This is my favorite part of the painting because you're starting to slowly see an idea take place, but also this is the most beautiful kind of ethereal side of painting that is just so much fun to do. Don't rush this part, let it happen. Add a little bit, step back, come back to the painting, take your time with it. Doesn't have to be immediate, satisfactory. Like, painting is a practice where you have to learn patience. Let yourself take time during the stage. When I was at the beach or the pier, I would even go on a swim and come back and look at the painting, and I notice I look at it entirely differently afterwards. Really take a step back. Something magical happens with this part. Also, let the place talk to you, whether that be with a person, animals, anything. Kind of let yourself be open to the idea of taking in whatever creatures are around you. I always end up talking to somebody for like an hour. That is what happened at the place I was at last time. I ended up getting into conversation with someone just because it's so easy to when someone comes over and they're asking you what you work on, they ask you what you do. And is one of my favorite parts of painting outside. That's something you don't get when you're in the studio. Last time I was outside, I actually met a Harvard professor who studied neurobehavioral health and neuroplasticity, and we just could not stop talking together. Once we started like talking even more, he shared his entire life story with me basically, and it was just so inspiring to hear. But he most recently lost everything financially. He's now living in a townhome in Wilmington that he bought for his mom, which was sad, but like in a way super sweet and grounding. And he actually is starting to love his life a lot more, realizing how little he appreciated his family before and how much he was focused on money. And now he's kind of ingraining himself back into North Carolina, which is a huge life lesson that we're supposed to learn, and I was able to learn it with him at the beach just painting. What struck me wasn't the loss that he had, it was like he was beginning to realize how much he already had right now in front of him. He's slowing down, he's thinking about what actually matters in his life and getting back in with his family. This conversation has stuck with me even today, and it was just crazy too because he was out in the ocean just paddling for a little bit and taking in the light, taking in the day, and talking to him afterward. He said he just also uses movement as a way to get outside, whether that be 10 minutes or an hour, allowing himself to just decompress from all the stressors that have occurred in his life. He uses movement as a way to get back into the world. When I'm thinking of spirit of place, I'm also thinking of the people that are in that place and what their stories are, because that is also so important. And that can inspire your artwork, that can inspire your life, how you make decisions. And a conversation is a new memory and a new perspective that you can take with you wherever you go. So when I think of painting and getting inspired by the place, the finished piece of work I have afterward feels so much more rewarding. I look at this piece beside me right now and I think of the pier that day, about the conversation I had, about the bees I was running away from, or the hornets. And then I also think about the swim I did that day, and just the whole entire experience is totally different. And the colors, I would not have painted these colors if I wasn't at the pier that day too. So definitely go outside and paint, because it is so much better than staying indoors, and you are able to interact with the environment more. The painting will have that spirit of place from where you were that day. Allow yourself to paint the textures of your environment. Ingrain yourself in the environment around you, because sometimes the most important part of the artwork isn't what ends up on the canvas, it's what happens while you make it. I'm actually hoping to invite the professor that I met onto the podcast, because his story was so inspirational about movement, loss, connection, and slowing down, how that has just completely changed the way we experience our lives. And maybe that's not the real spirit of your bedroom, that's the spirit of the place you're living in. You don't just create art in a place, the place creates something in you. And that reminds me of Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic. She always harped on how much environment and serendipitous moments bring out different things in our work. So I think take the chance, go outside, have some fun, bring your water and bring your snacks, go create. If you guys do take my advice, please send me pictures or tell me stories about who you end up talking to, because I would love to know. So let the spirit of the place take over your soul and your artwork. Thank you guys. you.